This is Baggies View. Coming up, the Stoke City hoodoo continues. Hello and welcome to Baggies View. I'm Paul Bradley and I'm joined in our Fort Dunlop studios by Chris Lipkowski. Hi Chris.
Hi.
Well, the hoodoo continues for West Brom against Stoke City, a 3-0 defeat. What do you make of it?
Well, I mean, you mentioned the hoodoo, and I don't think you could get two more similar sized clubs who, with such a disparaging statistic. I mean, one victory in 28 now for Albion, 18 in 28 for Stoke. And it was just a poor game, you know. Albion conceded 2 penalties, neither of which were particularly convincing, I have to say. And the third goal, which, you know, we by then the game was over really. It just fell nicely for the striker to score the third.
Let's turn to those penalties. The first one was obviously Carson on Kenwyne Jones.
Yeah.
One of those ones where the striker wins the penalty more than anything else.
Yeah, I mean, firstly, I think it was bad defending because Scott Carson shouldn't have needed to be in the position to race out when he did, but he had to because Jones would have had a free effort on goal on a fairly big target of the goal as well. So Carson needed to react, and it was a really poor show from Jones, and it was interesting, but the referee didn't look particularly well placed for it either. So from where he was stood, I'm not convinced he got the best view of the incident. So it was unfortunate. The linesman should have spotted it, if not the referee, and it shouldn't have been awarded. And
of course Stoke went on to score that penalty, and then the second penalty, it was Cox on Whitehead, what looked a bit of just a push really, a shoulder charge maybe even.
Yeah, I mean at the time it looked more of a penalty than the first one, I have to say, but again replay showed it was a 50-50 if that. Unfortunately they are given, a player runs across another player and it looked like an innocuous shoulder barge, but at the time I can understand why it was given. It did look like he impeded him, but on reflection it probably was a wrong decision as well.
Well, we spoke to Simon Cox after the game. Obviously he gave away that second penalty, and this was his reaction.
I've seen the runner, tracked him all the way, and then I've just made him not get the ball, so I can either clear it or Scotty can come out and sweep up, but he's I've just made him stop it, so he's gone over very softly and the referee's bought it, and you get given a penalty against him. At 1-0 down, you give away a second penalty. It's a little bit disheartening because we were looking quite good at the time. That
was Simon Cox. Now West Brom have only got 1 point from the last possible 15. Where's it been going wrong for them?
They're just not playing well. The energy and conviction they showed a few weeks ago just isn't there. Key players aren't turning it on. I mean, Charles Barnes came in for Chris Brunt, who was injured, and it was a bit of a gamble. Does he play someone Shaw or Charles Barnes or even Graham Dorrans? Barnes came in, he got past the left back a couple of times, but each time his crosses weren't good enough. And even against a team like Stoke, who aren't one of the leading Premier League lights, you have to, every opportunity you get, you have to make it count, or at least get something on target. And the final delivery time after time on Saturday just wasn't good enough. The midfield didn't support Odemwingie enough, and defensively Albion, they're just not getting that little bit of luck. Stoke's third goal was an example. The goalkeeper saves Waters' initial shot. Ball could have fallen anywhere, could have been cleared by an Albion defender, fell straight back to Waters and he buried it. And it's just that little bit of luck that they're not getting at the moment, which 2 months ago it would have fallen to a West Brom defender. He would have cleared it, and it would have been a 2-0 defeat. Doesn't look as bad and not as unflattering as a 3-0, and they're just not getting that little bit of good fortune at the moment. But that said, they're not playing well either.
Okay, Chris, well thank you for joining us today, and thank you for watching. We'll be back on Wednesday with a preview of the Everton game.